I'll have to be honest with you. First thing I'm going to mention right up front is it's free. I like this service when it's free because, you know, you can tie up a lot of money in different services, and from experience I found out that sometimes you can pay a lot of money and you may not be getting that much out of it.
Good afternoon, welcome to GrainTV. My name is Cody Bills, this is Logan Burgess. Today is Friday. We had corn moving higher here, up 3 cents on the July contract. Soybeans trading up 10.5 cents, and wheat in Chicago up only 3/4 cent here. Soybeans really been moving all over the place here this week. Logan, up 10 cents here today. What's the reason behind it?
Yeah, we'll take a look here. This is the daily chart of that July 14 soybean contract. In the last 2 days, we saw exceptional weakness out of the old crop market. Finally able to find some footing here today, and I think we saw that for a number of reasons. On Monday, we do have NOPA crush numbers out, and expectations are for a pretty good crush number reported from the month of May. On average, 127 million bushels expected crush there, and keep in mind we had the USDA revising the expected crush up 5 million bushels in Wednesday's June USDA report. So we could have had some position evening coming into that NOPA report. Another large theme, I think, of today's trade, or I guess a lack of a theme, was the spread unwinding between the July and the November contract. I know yesterday on GrainTV you really highlighted this as one, as a spread that was really unwinding in yesterday's trade session. If you take a look at this chart of that spread here, you can see that we finally found a bottom here around $2 a bushel. Today was the first day that we didn't see substantial selling in this spread really in the last 5 trade days. So I think you combine that with some of the expectations for NOPA, plus some Informa numbers that came out today that weren't quite as large as what some people were thinking. It gave the soybean market a little bit of breathing room, and we saw that on that July contract.
Absolutely, and let's take a look at the cash market situation here. You'll notice that on average across the U.S., we saw corn increase about 2 cents. We saw soybeans increase about 2 cents. But really where the big movement was, it was in the last couple days here when we're looking at soybeans. Yeah. Now, soybeans has come off 30 cents on Wednesday and Thursday following that June report, that WASDE report that triggered some selling here. And what we're seeing is really a response in the cash market. The market was up 7 cents between Wednesday and Thursday in terms of basis, average basis across the U.S. The areas that really were improving was that soy crush, the bid at crushing plants. Yeah. We saw that up 10 3/4 cents. So what I'm concerned about really is if we see a sustained sell-off here in soybeans. I guess I am not in the camp that I think there will be a sustained sell-off in soybeans, simply because I think it will trigger demand that we can't afford considering how tight the ending stock situation is. We already saw a 5 million bushel increase here in the crush numbers in the WASDE report, and I think that if you start moving lower here, you're going to get more demand in crush, and you're going to get more demand at the exports. We saw the FOB bid down at the Gulf increase 6 cents on Thursday. So the bottom line here, we did see a positive result in the cash market in response to that selling pressure we saw on Thursday.
Yeah, absolutely, Cody. You know, as I said, on Monday we are going to get a little better idea of domestic demand, but I agree with you, especially on the old crop. You know, Wednesday USDA projected only 125 million bushels of soybeans, so certainly not a lot to go around. If we see prices come off substantially here, that's something to watch, though, as we move forward. I think in general that kind of wraps up what we saw here for today. Relatively quiet trade for corn and wheat. Really a lot of the action in the soybean complex. We'll have to see if this run in soybeans or this positive movement can continue Sunday night's trade session. If you want to see the open of Sunday night's trade, visit us over at grainhedge.com. We have a great desktop and mobile trading app that you can view live quotes on your home computer or phone from. You can get a 2-week trial of that. And as I said, go over to grainhedge.com if you're interested in taking a look. Thanks a lot for joining us here on GrainTV for a Friday. We'll see you on Monday.